Hey guys, I'm Cello with Sub-07 and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen. Last time, we got Celio the Ruby from Mount Ember and he gave us the Rainbow Pass, giving us access to the remaining islands of the Sevi Islands we've yet to explore, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Today, we're checking out the interior of the 4 island, the Icefall Cave. A new ice area exclusive to the Kanto region. Actually, kind of a cool idea. Don't make a pun out of that. I know for a fact someone's already done it, most likely in the comments. Also, if you've seen these ice tiles before, it's been a long time since you've seen one of these. Last time I saw those was Wallace's gym, actually, in Generation 3. Or, I guess, Juan, if you played Emerald version. Step on them twice, and you'll fall through. God damn it, the ladder was over there. Dang. Okay, looks like I gotta go again. So yeah, it seems to be a bit of a guessing game to figure out where the right hole is to drop down. Anything of importance over here, or are we just dropping down? Looks like we're just dropping. Oh boy. Can I make that? Because I want to get that item. By the looks of it, no, we're gonna have to loop back around. Fall down again. There we go. Find ourselves a Never Melt Ice. This increases the power of ice moves if you have any of those at your disposal. We currently don't, which is a bit unfortunate, but if you got something like, say, a Dugong or a Starmie with Ice Beam, which I don't, I got half of that. But we also have new encounters, like Swinub here. Swinub is an Ice Ground type. Odd combination, and it's passable. Honestly, most of the new encounters we're getting from Johto are just kind of passable. Some of them are really good. Some of them are meh. Swinub is just kind of in between. It's decent enough. It got an evolution in Generation 4 with Mamoswine that I think makes it a lot better. But since you're missing out on that in this gen, you're only getting Piloswine, its second evolution, which is fine. Not great, not bad, just kind of fine. There we go. Get ourselves HM07 though, Waterfall. That allows us to, well, climb waterfalls, and it's the rare instance of an HM that you can only get in post-game. It's the only one of that for Generation 3's Gen 1 remake, so that's kind of neat. Let's head out. Unfortunately, I also don't want to teach it to Orion, so we gotta go find someone else to slap this thing on. I'll be right back. Came to a bit of a realization. We do actually have one thing that is most definitely compatible with Waterfall. It's, well, it's fitting for the area. It's Lapras. And I'm not teaching this to Orion. Waterfall's not a bad move, but I don't need another water move on him. And Lapras can be passable as an HM slave. Plus it fits since this is Lorelei's home and, you know, her ace Pokemon's a Lapras. Lapras Road Waterfall. Best to own the joke anyway while I still can. Unfortunately, that means Snagra's gonna have to sit out, but to be honest, she wasn't gonna contribute too much. Since it's ice types, she's weak to that, and we can't really fly around the Sevi Islands in this position anyway. So it's fine. The other encounters, though, we haven't really seen too much of, but we're gonna be seeing them once we get into the back of this place. Use Waterfall, head up. Nice. Oops. Okay. Yeah, for now there's just like Golbats and stuff in the front. They're pretty powerful, but nothing you shouldn't be able to deal with by now. If you've gotten past the Elite Four and become the champion, you should be flying against Golbats. However, we're in that part that we couldn't get to before. And wouldn't you know it? We found Lorelei. Keep your filthy hands off the Pokemon in the cave. Do as I say, you'll have to... Give me just a moment, gentlemen. I'm starting over my words. Do as I say, or you'll have me to answer to. Ah, shut it, lady, and leave us be. Don't let your glasses get all steamed up. Kyle? What are you doing here? No, we can catch up later. Right now I need your help. Help me kick these poachers out before they do anything else. They've been catching Pokemon here and then selling them off. Alright, ready? You take that one, please. What? Who says we can't do what we want with the Pokemon we catch? Lorelei does. Bitch. But yes, it's a Rocket Grunt fight in Icefall Cave of all places. Unfortunately for you, though, We're the champion, and Lorelei's Lorelei, so you guys are definitely fucked. Surprisingly enough, you don't get to do a double battle with Lorelei, which is a bit unfortunate, but she can take care of herself just fine. She's an Elite Four member after all. Back when that actually meant something, come Generation 6, it didn't really mean much, but that was more just because the game balance was broken. Though I guess while we're busy roasting Zubats, there are 2 more encounters that I didn't mention that we can discuss. Those 2 are version exclusive, depending on if you got FireRed, LeafGreen. If you got FireRed, you got Delibird. I'm sorry. Delibird sucks. It's an ice flying type like Articuno, but it has dreadful stats, a signature move that can potentially heal your opponent instead of damage them, and it's just a goddamn pain in the ass. Like, Delibird is a joke. Don't bother catching this thing for your team. It's not good. I mean, if you're catching anything in postgame anyway for your team, I don't know what you're doing, man, but don't bother with this thing. Alternatively, though, if you have LeafGreen version, you get Sneasel. And Sneasel is a much better substitute than anything that Delibird could offer. It's a dark ice type, and while it's not the best Pokemon in the world at this point in time, it only got better with time, getting an evolution in Gen 4 in the form of Weavile, the physical special split benefiting its high physical attack, and getting a lot of great moves. If you want to get a Sneasel early and like trade it up to become a Weavile later, by all means go ahead. Weavile is a really good Pokemon, and Sneasel isn't awful. We didn't plan for this. Well, I sure did. So despicably weak. You, tell me, where have you taken the captured Pokemon? I'm smashing your ring once and for all. No way! I'm not telling you that! If you won't confess, we'll deep freeze you. My Lapras is furious at what you've done to its friends. Go, Lapras! Ice Beam. Whoa, shit, really? Whoa! Okay, we'll talk! The Pokemon in the Rocket Warehouse at 5 Islands. There, I said it. We'll be going now. But I doubt you'll ever make it to the Rocket Warehouse. And then run away like cowards. Whew. Kyle, thank you, but this is awful. I was born and raised here on these islands. I had no idea that these horrible criminals were loose here. Me neither, but we can also surprisingly get in the water here. You might not think much of this, which I wouldn't really be surprised if you didn't, but there's actually kind of a neat thing in this area that kind of ties into the lore of Generation 1. If I recall correctly, for Icefall Cave in this place specifically, there is roughly a 1% chance, give or take. I might be exaggerating, but I think it is a 1% chance of finding a Lapras. Wild Lapras reside here on 4 Island in Icefall Cave, which probably explains Lorelei's love of ice types and why she has a Lapras as her ace Pokemon. She probably got really lucky one night exploring Icefall Cave and found one. I don't know if we'll be able to show one because 95% of the encounter rates in here in the water are Tentacool, but kind of neat addition and a really nice touch, actually, to add a little bit of depth to Lorelei's character. You don't really get that for the other Elite Four members, but at least one of them got it. Yeah, you say the same thing, unfortunately. But hey, we also know where their hideout is, over on 5 Island. Also, in case you're wondering why I didn't run into Delibird or Sneasel, they're exceptionally rare encounters. They're only 5%. So I'll be surprised even if we do run into them. That being said, though, let's get out of here. Outside Icefall Cave, though, we know where our next destination is. Next stop is 5 Island. Because really, we gotta stop those rocket goons while we still can. This is just a bit messed up that they're still up to their old poaching scheme despite their boss basically saying we're done. Pack it in, boys. Let's get Snagret, though, because we don't need Lapras for anything else. Waterfall is not really used that much. It's just kind of here for the sake of having an excuse to have Waterfall in the game. But hey, you served your purpose, Lapras, so congratulations, you did something. Alright, next stop, though. Sir, send me to 5 Island. Alright, all aboard Sea Gallop High Speed 3. And now we're in 5 Island. Oh, this stinks. I wanted to play in the meadow, but they put up a weird building on it, so I can't play there. Building? 5 Island. Chrono Island, where time goes. Is this a sequel to Chrono Trigger? Is this the secret third game, Chrono Island? Doubtful. That meadow has belonged to our family for generations. I should have had a giant mansion built on it. It would be preferable to having those thugs run wild on it. Thugs? Oh, great. Sounds like we know where rockets station themselves. Now, what else we got here, though? What's up, lady? Don't worry about buying anything for dinner tonight. That's what my husband said when he went off fishing today. I'm not sure if I can count on him to live up to that promise. Oof. Oof. Sorry, bud. Your wife does not have faith in you. I believe in you, but that is not saying much given I've never met you. Until now. Let's see what you got to say, bud. It's been getting busier around these parts lately. I haven't been catching many good fish lately, either. Well, fish or not fish, there's actually a brand new encounter we can get around here. In the water, specifically. But it's not even a water type, weirdly enough. If we can get it to pop in, though. Come on. Please. This is something I've noticed, that the surf encounter rate is bizarrely low compared to everything else in the game. I don't know why. There we go. There we go. Yes, you can now encounter, as of 5 islands, Hoppips, Jay-Witz's favorite Pokemon and your favorite little goofball as well. Hoppip is a grass flying type, and it's, also not very good. You really don't gotta work with this too much. It's a 3-stage evolution into Skiploom, or Jumpluff is its final evolution. It learns good status moves, but you really shouldn't be using this thing on your team. You probably have a better grass type from Kanto alone, so don't bother. Roast it. I do love Hoppic's silly expression and its design, but I would not use this on my team. That being said, though, there's also a bunch of other directions we can actually go, because we can head up or to the right. We got a few places we can go, potentially giving us more spots to explore. I think we're going to head to the right first, though, because they did mention the Rocket Warehouse is out this way, out in 5 Island Meadow. Uh-oh. This area is strictly off limits. Out, out. You can't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. But yep, Rocket Grunts have taken up residence in this place, so we gotta do our duty to kick them out. And surprisingly enough, there's also another new encounter in this place. It's another Pokemon I would not recommend for your team in the slightest. It's Sentret. Sentret is basically the Generation 2 equivalent of Rattata. An early game normal type that's Jack of all trades, master of none, not very powerful. It's kind of fast in its final form of FireRed, but that's really all this thing has going for it. You could do better. Don't waste your time. Well, I do like FireRed's design. It is a cute design. Intimidate? Yep, but we're really here to just cause a bit of an earthquake. If I had the power to, I would really just cause an earthquake and destroy the entire warehouse, but sadly, in-universe bullshit does not let me use that. Would be neat, but no. Okay, you still got stuff on your team. Interesting. And you got a Muck? I'm impressed. Where were you guys in the main game? You would have put up more of a fight than half your brothers. Wow, you actually lived? That's impressive. Like, no joke, that's actually pretty impressive, dude. Kudos. You're better than most other grunts. But you're still dead. Is this for real? For real? I need to play more Persona 5. I really put that game down hard for other things, like Final Fantasy VI, which I've been binging lately. I don't know, P5 was fun from what I played, but I only got past the first dungeon and I had to put it down for other stuff. I just got distracted. I'll get back to it eventually. You'd be wasting time even if you were to get by me. I doubt it. Severely. Ooh, it's a female rocket grunt. That's a rarity. You got a Sneck. Sneck friend. On my physical attack, that don't matter because Senko is a special attacker. At least with her one special attack. It is surprising to me like how much higher level all these guys are, yet they still haven't bothered to fully evolve their Pokemon. Like, come on guys, it's right there. You have the opportunity to do so. We have technology. But no, just same old, don't evolve half your team. Evolve one of them, but not all the way if you can. I get it for Gloom, I guess, because maybe they couldn't find the stone, but that one guy had a Rattata and a Grimer when he already had a Muck. No excuse. Now roast that Gloom. Nice. Nice work, Senko. Oh, that makes me furious. Good. Of course, head around this way, and we find another grunt. Probably seems to be guarding something. Do you have something important? I don't think you do. I think you just have some Weezings. There's nothing past here except our warehouse. So what brings you here? Your warehouse, dumbass. Ooh, excuse me. Did not expect that sneeze. Okay, coughing, you're easy. Roasted. Done and done. Well, you got one Weezing, so I guess you're doing fairly reasonably. If you just bothered to, like, challenge the gym guys, you guys probably would have been in good shape. Some of you would have actually beaten certain gyms. Like, your Weezing is better than Koga's Weezing. Come on, man. Psychic. Could have put your life on a right path instead of joining the mob. Idiot. That wasn't supposed to happen. Well, it happened anyway, so get over it. You want to know what's inside this warehouse? It's better you didn't know. For your own sake, I mean. Enter the password. Goldine need log. Another password is needed to open the door. Well, shoot. We don't have 2 passwords. We only got 1. Looks like we're going to have to do some more exploring and hopefully track down whoever's got the other password. Because that one grunt was stupid enough to give us the first one. There's also a held item over there, which I'm kind of curious about. But I think we need Clicker for that, so we'll have to get that later. Crap. Another encounter. Come on. Shake it off. Shake it off. I want to deal with birds. This is also, I guess, a reasonable grinding spot if you want to fight more higher leveled stuff that isn't just from Victory Road. So keep that in mind. But for now, we're actually going to head up this way. This is the Water Labyrinth. As the name implies, it's actually kind of a maze, but it's not too bad to work with, I would say. It gets a little bit convoluted, but you'll figure out the solution to the puzzle pretty fast if you know what you're doing. And while we're doing this as well, there's actually a couple new encounters we can get in the water of this places, specifically by using the Super Rod. If you have FireRed, you have a chance to get Quillfish. Quillfish is okay. I honestly forget this thing exists half the time. The only reason I remember it exists is because of Pokemon Coliseum and sometimes this game. It's a poison water type that doesn't really have a niche that it fills, personally. At least, as far as I know. Tentacool and Tentacruel have their focus as being good special defensive walls. Quillfish is kind of supposed to be an attacker, but its type didn't benefit that, and it only got better in Gen 4 onwards. So, you don't really need to focus on this thing. If you got LeafGreen, though, you actually got access to Remoraid. Remoraid's a bit better, I'd say. Not much, but a bit better. Instead of focusing on trying to be a hard physical attacker, it has focus on being a special attacker, which benefits its type more. Remoraid has also the distinction of the weirdest evolution, going from a gun fish to an octopus bazooka, but I guess there's weirder things. It is a mixed attacker, so keep that in mind if you want to use non-special attacks for its type, but it's also pretty slow, so I wouldn't recommend Octillery as your big water type. So now we've made it over here, though, there's actually something cool we can pick up. A trainer. This is an excellent environment for raising Pokemon. I did not mean to fight you. I thought you were the other person. I guess it's the old man. You're a breeder? Okay, you got a Pikachu. Interesting. I think I might actually know what other stuff you have, but for now, we're just going to roast your Pikachu. Sorry, lady. Nice. More level ups for Senko. Meryl? Okay. We'll put Nash in for that. So actually a neat little thing about this person specifically is that while she is a rematchable trainer, all of her Pokemon, Pikachu, Clefairy, and Marill, have baby evolutions that were added in Generation 2. Those being Pichu, Cleffa, and Azurill. Well, Azurill was added in Generation 3, but they all have baby forms that were added later on. Which is a neat little feature. Baby Pokemon we won't really be covering because you can't encounter any of them normally, but they're just a little neat way to add more Pokemon to the franchise. And I think it's kind of an underappreciated thing. Not super important for competitive battling or anything, but I think it's just a neat touch. Anyway, try and smite this Clefairy with Thunder. Wow, you actually survived that, damn. I was expecting better of you, Nash. I'm disappointed. Shockwave. Take care of you. Level up for Nash. Nice. 52. Your Pokemon are growing up admirably well. Thank you. I raised them right. Alright, it's this man that we actually gotta talk to. You travel all over the place, don't you? You're not driving your Pokemon too harshly, are you? Let me take a look. Oh, impressive. You treat your Pokemon right. I think you'd be entrusted with this. Please, I'd like you to have this. Unfortunately, you don't have... Fucker! Really? I thought we were over that. Ugh. Okay, fine. Want to play by the later generations rule of having to have space in your party? Fine, we'll play by that rule. I'll be right back. Alright, back at it again, and now we get an egg. I received that egg while I was traveling. I'm glad I met someone like you. So yes, our first edition of a proper Pokemon egg in this game. An odd Pokemon egg obtained from the traveling man. It moves occasionally. It should hatch soon. That's actually a pretty good sign. Usually there's 3 stages of a Pokemon egg. It doesn't seem close to hatching. It appears to be moving occasionally. It'll hatch soon. Or sounds can be heard coming from inside. It should hatch soon. The only way to get a Pokemon egg to hatch is to have it in your party and then just run around a crap load. So we're going to do a bit of biking. We're going to work up some cardio. I'll see you guys in a bit when the egg hatches. Oh, there we go. Moved back to 5 Island to have more room to bike, but looks like it's finally time. For biking or walking enough steps, your egg will hatch. And for your troubles, you get a Togepi. Togepi was not good. Despite being one of the mascots of Generation 2 in the anime as Misty's little traveling partner, Togepi was really, really not good. It got a lot better, though, in Generation 4 onwards with the addition of Togekiss, giving it a 3rd evolution. That is really good. And getting a Fairy type added onto it in Generation 6, replacing its normal type. Togepi is many things, but its best thing is to serve as Togekiss with Serene Grace and just eviscerate your opponents with high flinch moves like Air Slash. What name to call you? Well, I don't know why, but Serene Grace came to mind, so, Serenity. You were also quite a nuisance in the Pokemon anime, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, that is our first Pokemon egg that we've ever acquired because Pokemon eggs just kind of didn't exist in Generation 1. Breeding as a concept wasn't a thing until Generation 2. You just kind of caught Pokemon. Which meant you were shit out of luck if you wanted to get all the forms of Eevee and only had yourself to play with. Gotta get more copies of the game, sucker. But yeah, let's switch Senko back to the party. Oh, come on. Thank you. Let's also check your stats while I'm at it, because I'm curious. Did you get stuck with the bad ability? Serene Grace! Nice! That's the right ability, because otherwise you can get stuck with Hustle, which sucks. That increases your damage, but lowers your accuracy. Like, that is a bad ability to have. Ugh. Anyways, though. We found the Rocket Warehouse, but we can't access it. So for now, I think the best thing we can do is explore the surrounding area, see if we can find another Rocket Runner who has access to it, and beat the password out of him. So next time, let's play Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen, we'll be exploring around 5 Island, and if we can't get the answers we're looking for, head out to 6 and 7 Island. Until next time, Ice out.